Good morning, everyone. Give me just a minute and we will get started here. Okay. Takes a little bit of time to get into everyone's news feed, including mine. I even had that turned down too, and it just pops up. So we're running a little behind today. We've had to cancel tonight's Stampin' Up! Bingo because of weather. We're getting our third week in a row of beginning the week with snow. This time it's ice and rain, and very, very slick roads. And when the towing company tells you that we're pulling all our trucks, stay home. That means that you better stay home because they're not going to be available to help pull you out for a little while. Hey, Tina. Hey, Lynn. Nice to have you gals with me this morning. So, you had quite the win yesterday, Lynn. We did too. Quite the game. I tell you, I can't handle games like this. But anyhow, I wanted to share with you a little project that I had put together. I sent, over Christmas, a lot of my neighbors, there's about 5 of us, that we exchange little gifts. And, they usually, we bake cookies or bars or candy or something like that. And I was not able to do that. I was not cooking anything to put anybody at risk getting what I was having to deal with. So I said, nope, not doing it. So I waited, and in January, the granddaughters came for the birthday party for baby Cal. And so we put together a popcorn box that we got at the Dollar Tree with all sorts of little stuff at the bottom, little filler stuff. And then we put in Ziploc bags of, not 2 packages, but multiple packages of hot cocoa mix and a Ziploc bag of fresh marshmallows, just because it depends on how many people they have in their family. And then I also put in packages of popcorn. And I had gotten this little gift bag that I want to show you. Not this one, this is mine. But I had gotten this from a friend at church. Her father had gotten this at the nursing home. And she said, hey, Dad, do you want that? And he said, no, I'll pitch it after I eat the popcorn. She said, well, eat the popcorn, but I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it to Lola because Lola will look at that and say, which is what I did. Now, if you know anything about paper crafters, we start deconstructing, and we are careful about how we deconstruct because we want to figure out how it went together. So yes, I started pulling. I started pulling carefully, and before you know it, I have it set down here. So I'm going to go on ahead today and share with you how I put mine together with the popcorn, and then I'm going to go on ahead and post tomorrow the PDF and all of the products that I used. So I looked at this one, and I knew I wanted to do the popcorn because in January we have National Popcorn Day, and we also have National Hot Cocoa Day. So I wanted to do the popcorn and the hot cocoa for my neighbors, and I went to the Dollar Tree and I got the little plastic container with the scalloped edge like this that says popcorn on it with the stripes. And then I also have paper bags that had the same logo and all of that. It kind of matched because my neighbors have kids, a couple of them, and I wanted to make sure that everybody had packages of popcorn that they can eat out of and stuff for fun. So this is what I'm going to show you today, how we did this, and you will be amazed how cute this is and how fast it goes together. So first thing I needed was to figure out my measurements. So let me get a ruler here. And our measurements are 9.5 by 6.5. 9.5 by 6.5. So you can get one piece out of one box out of one piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. Okay. Now I also wanted to make sure that I had this striped DSP, and I went digging to see what I had. This is in our color collection DSP packets, 6x6 packets, the neutrals, the regals, the subtles, etc. I did not have the regals, so I couldn't use the real red, but I did have the bright, and so Poppy Parade became the color. Poppy Parade, and then I bumped up the coloring with Crushed Curry. I am not a big Daffodil Delight fan. If I'm going to go, I want brighter. I want more intense color. So I went with the Crushed Curry. Good morning, Mary. Oh, we're getting the ice here too. But I think during the day it's supposed to warm up enough that we won't get much. And the town streets are going to be okay. I notice they're driving faster on the highway now in front of my house. But it's all the country roads. They're in bad shape. Really bad shape. So, yeah. All right. So, let's go on ahead and show you how I put this together. I had to go in. I had to figure out my measurements. So, let's get my scoring guide for it. And I am going to, I always use these. This is some people use the score and the scoreboard, and I have it, the scoring tool. I have it. I've had it like 3 times, and then I don't like it, and then I sell it, and then I turn around and have it again. Anyhow, I prefer, if I'm doing something, I just prefer my old paper cutter. So I'm going to score at 1/2 on the end, and then I'm going to score at 4.5. My paper cutters are always sharp because I never cut paper with these. I only like to score with it, but my score blades, I actually wear them down. So 5. And then I'm gonna just rotate it. It's easier for me, and just come back here and score again at the 1/2 mark on the other end. So we have 1/2, 4.5, 5, and 1/2. Okay? Now I'm going to turn to this way, and I'm going to score it also at 1/2. The thing I like about it is that I can measure short measurements from this side. So like I could do 1/2 here, or I can do 1/2 over here. So our paper cutters are nice. Hey, Kathy, nice to have you with us today. So let's go on ahead and let's pull this back so people see kind of what I'm doing. I'll get my computer out of the way here. All right. So we're doing treat bag. And I'm going to go on ahead, since I have got it scored, I'm just going to go on ahead and use my bone folder and crease. Like so. I will tell you, girls, those people that signed up for in-person bingo, this was our second night bumping it back, and with the weather, we are canceling it. We are going live tonight on the Tuesday page. I'm going to show them how they do their make and take, and I will show them their goodie bag, and then we're going to draw for the prizes. It's not the best solution, but it's getting difficult. It's getting difficult to reschedule all these classes. And it's one of those things you got to make sure the hall is available, the church hall and all that. So it just is. It's time to move on. So I'm going to go on ahead and be on live tonight. So you're going to see me, and you're welcome to join us. You're not going to be able to take part in the prizes or any of that, but you can see what kind of goodie bag they got, because they got a good one. It pays with celebration especially. All right, so we're going to go on ahead and we're going to notch these little pieces right here. It's like cutting the darts on sewing. Hi, Patricia. I know you love treat bags. You use them a lot at school for your students and your children. So, yes, treat bags are great. And especially, popcorn. In the middle of January and February, people need something to perk them up. And a package of popcorn in a cute little package like this on their desk that makes them go, oh, that's so cute. They like that. They need something. It's just bleh. All right. Okay, so I'm going to go on ahead and take a piece of 5 of white paper, and this is 3 7/8 by 5 7/8, I believe. 3 7/8 by 5 7/8. And I'm just going to use my runner and adhere it. And then my DSP is 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. I had to make sure it was smaller than 6 because you couldn't go anything bigger than 6 because it only goes 6 by 6. And again, this came from the Brights DSP collection, and it is Poppy Parade that I used, okay? All right, then I took a banner, and this is from, I think it's from Nested Essentials. And I'm just gonna run it up and down my paper, like so, at the top, okay? And then I'm gonna go on ahead and stop for a second, and let's do some stamping. So, in the Hostess stamp set, in the Celebration catalog, they have one called Carnival Treats, okay? Carnival Treats, it's one of those that's a little hidden when you might not even see it. A lot of people don't even look because they think, well, I have to be a hostess, so therefore I can't get it. You know, it depends on your demonstrators. Good morning, Arla. Some people will say, no, you can't, I can't do that. Other people will say, you know what, I'm good with that. Put in the regular cost of the class, and then there is a price included on this, and it's usually it's $13, $14 right in there. Then put that on top, and people will take care of that. I mean, it depends on the person who does it. So we don't have any strict guidelines that says we cannot buy the Hostess stamp sets for others. But it comes with cotton candy, donut, hot dog, candy, apple, popcorn, and like a, I don't know, slushy, frosty, malt, I don't know. I will tell you, yesterday, Megan and them were leaving to go home to St. Louis, and she took the girls in to a convenience store, and they just grabbed something to eat on the car on the way home for breakfast. And I said, well, I already know what Fee wanted. Fee wanted a donut with sprinkles, right? And Megan said, well, yes, she did, but she didn't get it because they did not have sprinkled donuts. And I kept saying, Fee, they do not have a sprinkled donut. And she kept saying, yes, they do. It's in the picture right here. I want that donut. Megan's like, they don't have that donut. So she went home with no sprinkles on her donut and was probably not very happy about it. But, oh well, that's life. So we're going to go on ahead and we're going to use the stamp. Let me see where my stamps are. We're going to use the stamp with the popcorn. And I've cleaned it. And I'm going to use it first with the crushed curry. And I will tell you that my crushed curry is not looking very good. I think it's getting that fungusy stuff on it. So I'm going to go on ahead and I'm going to stamp a couple of crushed curry popcorns like that. And I'm going to do another one. And then I'm going to clean my stamp. Poppy Parade is also one that gets that little fungusy stuff. Blackberry Bliss will do it. Rich Razzleberry used to, but we don't have it anymore. Calypso Coral will do it some.
Jazzy Jim.
Jazzy Jim, oh yeah. A fungus among us, Jazzy Jim. And then we have, we used to have Mango Melody. There was one that was really bad. So I have double and triple of my stamp sets because of my classes, but when it comes to these colors, I do not. I purposely only limit myself to a couple or one because I have to replace them too often. Okay. I will tell you that I tried using the pens, the right markers, and coloring my stamp, and my Poppy Parade was not intense enough. I wanted that deeper color. So I tried it. It didn't work. So we're going to do a little bit of fussy cutting here. And I apologize for not having this done sooner. So I'm going to cut out the box. And then I'm going to cut off the popcorn. I'm going to cut it right at the scallop. Like so. You know, you don't get the weather that often, but boy, this year we did. Sometimes we don't hardly get weather. And you think, well, we didn't have hardly anything. But this year, it's just the way it worked out. Okay, well, let's do number 2. Cut off the popcorn again. How are you feeling, Arla? Have you had any information about the next procedure? Been thinking about you. All right, we get this one cut. Okay, so there's those 2. Now let's go back to the popcorn and let's cut it. But we're going to leave the bottom there. You'll see why. Let's go on ahead and cut these apart. I'm going to go on ahead and cut this down now. And now we have to cut out the actual popcorn. Of course, after the Chiefs win last night, all the talk shows and all the radio, it's like, come on, people, move on. Move on. Okay, like so. All right, and one more. And then we can put our box together. This is a really fast one. Oh, I know you are, Arla. I know you are. You hang in there. The 29th will be here before you know it. I tell you what, before you know it, it's just a week away. I think Arla will be fine if I tell you that she's got some heart procedures she just needs to take care of. So keep her in your prayers. All right, so we keep going around. Okay, all right, so now let's do our assembly. Let's go on ahead and let's put this, and I use the deckled circles. I normally go with smaller margins around, but I was running kind of behind today. Had to get the post on by a certain time. All right, we're going to stop with that. We're going to take the crushed curry. And in the Carnival Treats, there is a stamp that is popcorn. So we're just going to stamp a few popcorn pieces on here, okay? All right, so let's go on ahead and let's put the first one down, and we're just going to kind of overlap it up here. That one's at the end. There's another one here. There it is. Okay, so there's one. We're just going to overlap it up here. And then we're going to take the box. I'm going to put the box on top directly over the yellow. So the box for the yellow helps right there. It helps you. Oh my gosh, you went skating this morning. Okay, she's doing better than I thought. Good for you. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to put my adhesive on the back of this one. And this is where I needed that piece that will adhere, and I can put dimensionals behind it. Okay, so I've got it all lined up. I'm going to put some dimensionals here. Like so. And then I'm just going to kind of stack it down here, offset it just a hair, like that. Okay, let's come back to our box. And we're going to take tear-in tape. And I want to make sure that my box is taped so this flap is to the back. So I'm going to make sure that I put my tape on this piece so that the seam shows to the back, okay? So here's the piece I want. Double check it. Put my tear-in tape down the side, like so. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this side. I want to make sure that the seam for the bottom goes towards the back as well. So I'm going to put the tape here. Okay, like that. So you might be thinking, well, why didn't you do speed bingo with the people from bingo? Well, number one, I have some people that actually do not do Facebook, so I will have to actually send them information in a directions on how to put their make and take together and if they win the prize. I also have people that really don't care for speed bingo. Okay, that's because I run it too fast. And man, I probably shouldn't have put that one untagged, but I did. So let's go on ahead and get this lined up. So, you know, it's just the way it is. And some of you like speed bingo, and we are going to do a speed bingo. Some don't, and that's okay. All right, so there's my box. How easy is that? Let's go on ahead and slide this in. I didn't even measure my popcorn. I think they're pretty consistent unless you get those mini bags, okay? All right, let's put some dimensionals on here. Like so. Yeah, a lot of you like the speed bingo. Jonna is so good at the speed bingo because she's patient and waits. Lola, who doesn't like to sit still, can't sit very long, and so she goes too fast. That's why speed bingo works best, is when Jonna's here to do it. All right. Okay, I'm going to come down here. I'm going to come down and put that there, and this is not closed right. So let's go back and see what's happening here. Let's flip it. Let's put the tabs in, and then this, and now let's do that. And then let's come in with our bone folder, and you go in and you just press up against that. That should get it. Okay? All right. And we are doing a speed bingo, but we're going to be doing it towards the end of February instead. Okay, and we will do a technique one. All right, the last thing I want to do is I want a couple of bubbles that say pop, 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 pop. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but those are the actual body to the bee punch. And I knew that they were going to look like word bubbles, like on a cartoon or whatever, you know. And then I thought, okay, what am I going to do? Because I do have some letter stamps and I could just spell pop out. But I got to thinking, wonder about this. And there it is, pop. Right there. So I'm going to go to the Simply Sparkling bundle that is available online in the online exclusives and pull out the word pop. And let's pop some words on here and we are done. Okay, so let's see. I got to think how I'm going to angle it. I'm going to do one this way. So we're just going to put pop on here multiple times. And then I'm going to angle this one the other way. So let's put the words this way so it's not upside down, going Dodd instead of pop. Like so. And let's finish up our box. So I'm going to put dimensionals on these. So again, this would be a cute little office gift. Maybe you could give this to, I messed up on that side, so it looks kind of yucky. Like I said, the neighbors we've done. You could do things like this for like the mailman and the UPS people that deliver all the stuff that they deliver. Okay, so let's put one a little lower and one up here a little higher. And I have my popcorn box done. And I'll remember, if you are late coming, I will show you where I got the pattern from. If you have never ever deconstructed anything before, enjoy. Take a time to do it, all right? All right, there it is. Came from this. This is what I saw from a friend who gave it to me from the nursing home. They had given out popcorn packets. There you go. Treat. Snowman is adorable. I'm kind of past snow right now, people. I'm tired of the winter. So we're going straight to popcorn. There's my gift for today. My little gift. I will be back tomorrow on my blog, and I will post all the all the measurements and all of the YouTube video links and all of the products. Again, tonight at 7, I will be live with all the people that were supposed to be at the live bingo, the ones that can be with us. I'm going to show them their goodie bag. I'm going to put together their 2 make and takes, and then I am going to draw their names for the prizes, and that's how it's going to work. So stay safe, stay inside, keep warm. No more skating, Arla. Not appropriate. And you guys take care. Work on some of these. These are fun little ways to give a very, very simple and economical little gift. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.